Alright guys, hey, so this is like the third trial. I hope to God this one works. My computer, every time I get to the 9-minute mark on my video, it just freezes, crashes, and the video doesn't save. So I'm doing this on my phone now via selfie mode. So hi, my name is Becca. I'm from West Virginia, and I'm so excited to meet you girls. After watching some of your videos, I'm even more excited than ever, and it's gonna be so cool to meet you, to get to know each other, to learn from each other, to teach each other, to just have a good time and embark on this amazing opportunity together. So like I said, I'm from West Virginia. My passion has been for sharks since as long as I can remember. Well, all animals, all wildlife, but sharks mainly I've had this weird obsession with, and this need to know more, this need to like see them up close and personal and learn about them, which this time last year I was lucky enough to do so. I got accepted to an internship in South Africa called White Shark Africa. Represent Jenna, because she was there in a little town called Mossel Bay, and she was doing Oceans Campus, where I did White Shark Africa, which I got to work a cage dive excursion, educate the public, but also got to contribute to some research and studying. So basically what we did every day is we wake up about 4 a.m., go out on the waters, chum for the sharks off of Seal Island, bring them in. We would get to tag, study all kinds of sharks, rays, fish, and then we would go back, gather up the tourists for the day, create a presentation, and give a presentation every day educating the tourists and the public about sharks, about the local sharks, about the common ones that come in, their breeding habits, migration habits, how they are so very important to the environment, to our ecosystem. And it was really cool to learn more about that, on top of teaching people from all over the world about that and helping them appreciate the beauty of these sharks and the necessity of them especially. So that was really neat that I got to do that every day, and then we would take them out and we would teach them about safety, and then we would let them cage dive. And seeing people's faces the first time, seeing a white shark up close, and remembering the feeling of the way I felt first time I saw a white shark up close, it is just unreal and humbling. And so that was really cool. But on top of doing that every day, I also got my dive certification, and I got to dive with some renowned marine biologists. I got to go up the coast with a couple and dive up all the way up near Aliwal Shore, which is sort of near Durban. So that was really cool. I did baited shark dives, where you would basically drop chum into the water, bait in the sharks, and then you would just dive in with them. And they were all wild, they were all out in the ocean. It was so cool. So it was oceanic black tips mainly, but we saw a couple tiger sharks, bull sharks, raggies, and they're all inches from your face, just swimming around you. It is very humbling, like I said. Since that moment, I knew that I wanted to come home and finish my education, and wanted to start teaching people about these sharks that are just very, I guess, very alien to a lot of people, mysterious to a lot of people, and a lot of people view them as man-eating killer beings, and they're not. They just want to be respected, left alone, and appreciated, just like most people. That's the purpose, and how important that they really are, so people stop killing them off. Like I said, so one of the ladies who led the program, her name was Esther, and she does campaigning for Keep Fin Alive and fights against the finning of sharks out in the ocean, which I got to do a lot of work for that, and that was really cool, and educate the public about how hurtful, harmful that is to our marine life, to our ecosystem. So that was amazing, and I just knew from that moment that I wanted to dive with these animals. I wanted to learn from them. I wanted to relay their message to the world, and I wanted to teach people that they're beautiful and they need to be respected and protected. So, and to do that, I feel just so lucky that this is happening, and then I get to work with all you amazing minds and beautiful people, and people with the same goals in life as me, passions. It's so cool. So on top of all of that, I also got to rescue, rehabilitate, and release penguins and seabirds and seals. So, we would, obviously every day we would go pick up trash off the beaches, and we would rescue penguins that were washed up, that were injured, that had taken in trash, oil spills, and then a lot of seal pups were abandoned up on shore because orcas came into the bay for about a week while I was there and scared a lot of the white sharks away, so we got to focus on the seals because the orcas were coming in and just killing seals, and the Cape for seals are the main ones there where I was studying, and a lot of them would kill the moms during pupping season because it was pupping season, and the moms would throw the babies up on shore and they would get killed, you know, and then lead the orcas away and they would end up getting killed, so then there'd be no mothers. So we would go and rescue these pups, you know, get them their fluids, take them to the vet, get them checked up, and then we would get to release them back to Seal Island. It was really cool because they are the shark's main meal there, but like I said, I love all animals, so it was really neat to watch predations happen and you know, life take its course and watch the life cycle and just observe. But it was also really cool to rescue and rehabilitate animals as well, so that was really neat for me, and also getting to see the process of the rescue and being able to be a part of the release. On top of that, I took about a week and I got to go out to an elephant sanctuary up the garden route. It was called Indalu, and it was amazing. They had rescued so many different elephants who had been victims to poaching, or whose parents, mothers have been killed from poachers, and they were brought to the sanctuary to live out their lives happily and freely. And it was really neat to be able to observe them daily, learn about them, walk with them, just get to know their personalities. Dude, elephants, they're so cool. Their personalities are something out of this world, and so that was really neat. So that was my South Africa trip. I mean, I can't even, it would take me 2 hours to explain everything I did there. I hiked mountains, I did safaris, I dove in the mecca of shark land and marine land, and it was just amazing. But, so a little bit more about me. Like I said, I'm finishing up my marine and aquarium animal management courses. I graduated from WVU a few years ago with my bachelor's degree in communications. I am constantly volunteering. I work at my local shelter also now and volunteer and foster dogs. I have 2 of my babies who were foster fails and rescues. I've had them for about 10 years now. And I also always have dogs in and out of my house because I'm rescuing. And I go around to schools and I talk to children about the responsibilities of pet owning and etc., etc. So I love, love, love that. That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm not working. And let's see, I am from West Virginia, so it's the mountain state, and I love to hike. I've hiked all over the world. I've hiked in Europe, I've hiked in Africa, South America, Central America, yeah, lots of different cool places. Obviously in America, out west, I hiked a portion of the Appalachian Trail last summer, so that was really cool. So that's another one of my hobbies. That, diving, any type of animal related anything I am in. Yeah, I love to travel. Oh my god. I grew up, my mom was a single mom, and we didn't have a lot of luxuries growing up. However, the minute I started working, I started traveling and I started doing the things that I love, and it's only been a couple years since I've really gotten into traveling, but I have not stopped since. I just got back from Europe about a month ago, and I was doing a bunch of cool stuff there. So yeah, those are my passions. I feel like all of us girls have the same goals in life, very similar passions. We're all animal lovers. We all want to make a difference, and we're all going to, because we're all strong ladies, and that's going to be so cool to be working together and putting our minds together. This team is going to be unstoppable. It's going to be amazing. So, I'm trying to think if I could think of anything else about myself. I've already stalked the majority of you ladies on social media, watching your story, watching your travels, just every day getting more and more anxious and excited to meet you girls in person and just get this opportunity, adventure, journey going, start doing what we love. Gosh, this is amazing. This is going to be our lives, guys, and I'm so excited. So again, I'm sorry for the delay on my video, but I'm doing it from my phone, as you can see, and because my computer is frozen. Actually, I will show you right now. Tried to do it again earlier, and it's just been frozen like that for about 10 minutes. So, but anyway, I got it done. Like I said, I think that's pretty much all I can think of. But anyway, I'll be talking to you girls obviously through our group message and individually. Please feel free to contact me, call me, ask me questions, anything. You guys are just so awesome, and everything that I've learned about you and stalked about you and seen about you and heard about you, I'm just beyond excited. This is gonna be really cool, guys. And yeah, really cool talking to you. Keep the videos coming, keep the pictures coming, post the pictures. All right, great talking to you. Bye.